Hello my fellow rat enthusiasts, my name is RidersDX and welcome to another rendition of Riders Talks, where today we're gonna go over all the brand new information we learned about Epic Mickey Rebrushed as a result of its recent appearance at the D23 convention. Is it a convention? I guess it is. It's basically this thing in Anaheim, California, where they're trying to celebrate a bunch of Disney like things, and along with Epic Mickey Rebrushed, it actually contained a lot of different Disney related announcements. So definitely was a crazy weekend for any Disney fan. For me personally, I was really into the fact that Miley Cyrus was rewarded a Disney legend. I mean, Hannah Montana, ever heard of her? I mean, legend, icon, had an impact greater than anything else in the world. I mean, we love Hannah Montana in this household. But anyway, not only did I get 5 brand new details about Epic Mickey Rebrushed from what we learned about the game at D23, but there's also a lot of new gameplay footage that I was able to scour from the internet, because at this convention, attendees had the opportunity to line up for a booth and play Epic Mickey Rebrushed. And so the contents of this demo is that everyone had a timer of 10 minutes and you basically started a little bit after the intro and you could go as far as you wanted to, but only for 10 minutes. And so it's too bad we didn't have like a speedrunner or something over there, because they could have seen so much more of the game, but yeah, you win some, you lose some, I guess. But anyway, let's go into the first 5 details, and then at the end of this video, I'll go ahead and show a quick montage of all the footage that I found about this game. And the links to all the footage will be in the description box below, so if you want even more content, then check out all those fellow creators who were really kind enough to film their experiences and give us all this info. So I wanted to make sure that we gave credit where credit was due. But I do have 5 brand new details, and some of these details actually came from the panel that was run by Warren Spector and some of the developers of the game. And so during this panel, there were some brand new details reviewed here that I thought were really interesting. By the way, the panel in general was really interesting. There was a lot of details about the development of the game and how they came to its origins and such. So definitely take a look at that if you want to. I have a link to some of the panel in the description box below. The full panel has not been uploaded as of this date, but I'm hoping that we'll see that online in the future. But number 1, during the panel, we got some details as to how this game was specifically remade. And so Epic Mickey Rebrushed first used the original game's assets for playability and also referenced fan material before they rebuilt all assets in the game. And this was a really cool comment in particular, because they mentioned things like Epic Mickey Wiki, for instance. So a lot of fans felt really noticed in particular because they mentioned some of the big resources out there that were created by fans. But essentially the way that this game was remade is that they took the first game's assets and try to remake the new ones over them. So that's why the game feels so accurate to the original, because they literally used the original to build it based off of that. But everything is technically made from the ground up and not an actual asset from the original. So it really does feel like the best of both worlds to me, and I am not sorry for yet another Hannah Montana reference. And number 2, during the panel, they also revealed the details of a brand new revamped cinema. And so every Epic Mickey Rebrushed concept art credits the artist, and an interior was added to the cinema where you can replay side-scrolling levels along with looking at the concept art. And so this is really interesting and exciting in particular, because now there seems to be a way to not only look at all the concept art of the game, especially since we know there's going to be a ton of concept art per the last video I did on Epic Mickey Rebrushed, but this is also going to be the place where you can replay side-scrolling levels. And so in the old game, there wasn't really a way to just easily replay any projector level you wanted to. You had to go to that place and replay the projector level by making your way back to it. But now there'll be a way to basically do like a fast travel level select like thing where you can play any of the side-scrolling levels that you got through. So that's really exciting, something that really should have been the original game, to be honest. And number 3, this might be a bit of a nothing thing, but it also might lead to something really interesting that we might be surprised by in the actual game. But it was teased that Epic Mickey Rebrushed has been updated with new elements from the past 10 years. So this is a pretty generic statement, to be honest. I'm not really sure what to make of it, but could we see modern references be implemented into Epic Mickey that weren't in the original game? I don't know, we'll see. If there's anything you'd love to see get referenced in this remake, then let me know in the comment section below. Be curious to hear your thoughts. And number 4, we did get to learn what the whole controller layout is. And so huge credit to the THQ Nordic server, by the way, for giving me these images, because I was honestly stalking that server like paparazzi during this weekend, because they were so on top of like looking for any bit of new information about this game from the event. So huge credit to that server. If you all want a great Epic Mickey Rebrushed community, then I definitely recommend going on to THQ Nordic's official server. They have a little channel there for Epic Mickey Rebrushed, and that is pretty much where I got all this info, by the way. So huge credit to them. But we did get a couple images of what the controller layout for Epic Mickey Rebrushed is. So this is for the Xbox dock controller, and this first image shows us a nice little view of the right side. So the right trigger seems to be what you use to shoot / splash paint. The right bumper is where you can use guardians, and so more on that a little bit later. Then there's a ground pound button, there's a dash button, there's a jump button, and then a spin attack button. And you also have the right stick to move the camera, and you can also push the right stick to toggle the lock-on feature. So that's really exciting. Then we found this another image here from a TikTok video that the THQ Nordic server also found, where you can see the left side over here. Obviously the left trigger is to shoot / splash thinner. You can also press the left thumbstick to sprint, which is a really appreciated option because I feel like Mickey moved a little too slow in the original game, so that's gonna be great. And then there's something called Guardian Guidance over here. And so this is my question I want to ask you all. What's the difference between use Guardians and Guardian Guidance? Because I thought that the Guardians were basically just used to direct you towards the next place you need to go to in the game. At least that's what I remember, but maybe there's more you could have done with it that I just don't know. So if there is more you can do with it, I hope this game does a good job explaining it, because I feel like maybe the original just didn't do a great job explaining that. But yes, let me know if you have any idea what that is in the comment section. And then a final detail at number 5 is that in some of the footage that I saw, you did get to see the cutscenes, and there is one cutscene in particular where they go over some controls. And this is something I was very curious about because in the original game, they actually have drawings with the Wii remote in them. So I'm like, are they going to remake these parts of the cutscenes? And from what I can tell, it looks like they have. They took out the Wii remote portion of this cutscene and instead put in this part where you can clearly see the cursors that are being used in this game. So it looks like they are remaking certain parts of the cutscenes, which, you know, seems like the most reasonable thing to do. And it's easy enough, especially since there's no voice acting. So now that I think about it, this wasn't really a hard thing to ask for. Before we get into the footage of Epic Mickey Rebrush's demo here, I want to mention that during the panel, Warren did get asked about a possible Epic Mickey 2 Rebrush or an Epic Mickey 3, and what he did say is that he could not talk about it, but he said that he would love to make an Epic Mickey 3. So take with that as you will. It's kind of nothing we didn't know before essentially, but if Epic Mickey Rebrush is successful, then we could be seeing a Cosmic Shake-like situation where we get another Epic Mickey game. So who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? But all right, y'all. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go do a quick montage of all the footage that I saw from this convention of Epic Mickey Rebrushed. I also found a clip over here of the panel itself, so I'll post a little bit of that. All the links can be found in the description box below if you want to see all the footage in full. Again, thank you so much to everyone that was at the convention that gave us this footage, because otherwise we would have nothing. We would have absolutely nothing to talk about and nothing to speculate on. So I truly appreciate it. And in a couple of weeks, we'll get even more Epic Mickey Rebrushed footage because this game will be playable at Gamescom, and who knows what else is going to be shown off over there. So very exciting. We're getting closer and closer to Epic Mickey Rebrush, and just, yeah, I'm really excited to see what's going to come in the next few weeks and such. So let me know what you're excited about in the comment section below. And as always, let's be blessed that every day we live in a world where Hannah Montana was our savior, and just, yeah, enjoy the footage.
We're here at D23, the ultimate Disney fan experience, and as soon as I walked in here, I saw my boy Oswald, and so you know what that means. They got Epic Mickey Rebrushed. The demo booth is right here. Let's see what they got inside.
I don't know about you guys, but Epic Mickey back on the Wii was one of my favorite platforming games for the system. Check out these new visuals. It looks like they reworked it from the ground up. Look how buttery smooth the movement is. We were only allowed to play the game for 10 minutes, and afterwards we got these really cool pins.
There's one illustration that Carson did of Mickey bowling with ink. And we looked at that and said, okay, Mickey using the stuff he's made of as his core ability. That's pretty powerful.
The first 6 months were studying the original game. We had to play the game probably thousands of times as a team and really know every single corner of that game so that we could complement it. Instead of words like, what are we going to add or what are we going to change? It was always, how does it complement the original game?
Guests who attend D23 have a chance to get a hands-on experience with Epic Mickey Rebrushed. And guys, let me tell you, the game is great. The demo kicks off shortly after the intro, and the players are given 10 minutes to basically play as much of the game as possible. With my 10 minutes, I was able to save a trapped gremlin named Calvin and unlock the projector to the Mickey and the Beanstalk path to escape Dark Beauty Castle. The game ran smoothly at 60 frames per second, and the controls feel perfect.
Alright y'all, let me know what you think about that footage in the comment section below. What were some of your favorite parts? Was there anything that I didn't talk about that you really think should have been in this video? Let me know in the comment section, and just yeah, thank you all so much. This is Riders, riding out.